Whoa, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. What are we doing today with something a little bit special? We have a Netgear XR500 gaming router. This is a serious router. It's one of the best routers on the market, and it's specifically for gaming. Now, what's so special about this router? Well, you can guarantee your local connection. You can also guarantee that you are going to get the best connection from your network. And also you can monitor everything with their specially operating service. That makes no sense. With their special operating service. What? With their special OS, DUMAS, operating system. That's what we're going to be talking about in this video, along with a presentation as well. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Hi, I'm Carlton Whitfield. Do you worry about companies spying on you when you're online? Or cyber criminals stealing your identity when you're doing your taxes or using public Wi-Fi? I know I sure as heck do. I protect myself using IPVanish. IPVanish will protect you using their 256-bit encryption process. You will find it very affordable with packages to suit every financial pocket. And if you use the link on screen or in the description, you'll be helping out the CB74 channel. IPVanish makes your IP vanish.
Now, I'm not going to get bogged down too much on the specs. I'm going to put the specs on the screen. This has got a serious specs. It's almost like a PC in itself. It's got its very own processor and it's dual band Wi-Fi. I'm using this for a bit over a week now, and all I can say is I have no Wi-Fi hotspots anymore. I have no Wi-Fi dead zones anymore in my entire house. There was a couple of places in my entire house that I couldn't get Wi-Fi. As soon as I've plugged this in, they have now gone. Enough talking, let's have a look at it. So what you get in the box, you get a quick startup guide. I really do advise you just to have a quick look at that. The thing about this router is everything is so simple. So if you've never used a premium router like this before, don't worry about it. It really does hold your hand along the way, and I'll explain that more in the video as well, because I've never used one of these before and I found them so easy to use. So do not worry about that if you're worried about that. Are you worried about that? Well, don't be worried about that. You also get your startup guide, covered that already. You've also got a startup disk, if indeed you need that. You've got an Ethernet cable that comes with it. You also get two plugs. You've got a European plug and you've also got a UK plug, which is a really good feature. You know, it doesn't matter where you are in Europe, you've got the right plug. Now, it comes with 4 antennae. These actually screw in. They've got specific places for them to go. Now, for example, that one says antennae 3, and you'll notice on the box that it says antennae 3. Now, they have to go in the right place. It says antennae 1 there, and that also says it should be antennae 1, and that says antennae 2. If you noticed there, that says antennae 1. So you've got to make sure you get them in the right spots, but they're very, very simple to put in, and it's just literally a case of screwing them in like that, and then they pop up like that. Very, very easy to put together. What we've got here, so you've got a dedicated power on-off switch. That's where you plug it in. This is your Ethernet, where you put your Ethernet cable that comes directly from your modem that your ISP will give you. This is not a modem in itself, it's only a router. Put them back up. You've got 4 ports here as well. You've got a reset button, and you've also got an LED on-off button, because around the front, all these light up. Around the side here, you've got USB ports here, so they're 3.0, so you can plug in hard drives onto that. Other than that, lots and lots of vents to keep it nice and cool. It's a really cool looking router. It's very much like something out of Battlestar Galactica. I love it, especially when the lights all light up. A couple of buttons that I haven't shown you as well. At the top, you've got your Wi-Fi on and off, so you can actually turn the Wi-Fi off on this, and you've also got a WPS button. The WPS button is for linking up to wireless devices. If you're trying to root up a wireless device, it will say press your WPS button. You press that, and pretty much no need for a password after that. It's really that simple. I hope I've covered everything. I don't want this video to be too boring. Next bit of the video is going to be the OS, the operating system. It's quite technical, but it's also very, very straightforward. So even if it does come across as technical, it's not really, because I didn't know what I was talking about beforehand, but by the end of the video, I did know what I was talking about, and hopefully it will be the same for you. So please enjoy. So this is what my Netgear Dumas OS dashboard looks like. It's a Dumas OS. That's why it looks this way. It's a special operating system for Netgear routers. How you get into it is by putting in 192.168.1.1. Now, in your initial setup stage, you'll have to create a password. There is a default one. You may change it if you like, and you may have to put in those credentials to get you into this page. What have we got going on here? It is very daunting when you look at it straight away, but just to give you, if you're really daunted about this sort of thing, I have never had one of these before, and I've literally just been using this for an afternoon, and it is very, very simple to use. It really is very straightforward. So this is your dashboard, your main dashboard. Now, if you press this up here, this little hamburger menu, that will take away what the descriptions are. I would advise you is just keeping that going until you know exactly what you're doing. Now, the geo filter, now if you click on that, wait for it to load up. Now this is for gaming. You can set up, when you're gaming, how far away, or the minimum amount of distance you will connect to servers. So the moment mine's at 1555. Now if I wanted to increase that, I could. So it's then spread a further net. You could make it a lot bigger and you would take on the whole world. You're not really going to get the best servers. So what you want to do is make sure they're local servers. And that's what I've done. Set it down to, maybe I'm going to set it down to about there. So whenever I go gaming on my PlayStation, and it will only take on servers from basically Europe. If you click on Add Device, that's where you can apply these settings to. So I've got my PlayStation 4. So my console is now been added. When I'm playing my PlayStation 4 now, I'm only going to pick up servers from that area. So I'm going to get the best experience when I'm gaming. So if you just go into the next little section here, this is all the connections that you've got, all the devices I say you've got connected. At the moment, I've just got my iPhone, I've got my Mac Mini, PlayStation, and that's actually another name for my Mac Mini. So at the moment, I've actually got 4, but for example, if I want to take away, I don't want that taking up any of my bandwidth, I can set it to 0, or I can set it to 50% or whatever. You can keep it, you can play around with it. So if something's hogging your bandwidth, you can then adjust it that way. So it's really quite a cool way of doing it. You can also do it here as well and then save it that way. Now this is a really interesting bit here. It's on always at the moment. You can set it to never, or you can set it when high priority traffic detected. So say I click that. Your anti-buffer bloat is enabled, but your sliders are still set to 100%. This means that your games could still be caught in a queue, causing lag. Lower your sliders below 100% to limit the total bandwidth the greedy devices can take. So this makes more room for your smaller applications. So if I move that down, set it to maybe 100, 119 it's got there. So now here, you can now play games without any greedy device or application causing you to lag. So you have guaranteed that amount of bandwidth. So you're, as I say, you're not, just what it says there, you're not going to have any other device going to be taking over your bandwidth. Now, if I set that to always, this is what it says here. It talks you through everything. This is what I love about this operating system. You can now play games without any greedy device or application causing you to lag. Because you've set it to always apply, your total bandwidth speeds have now been reduced So remember to change it back to never apply when you've finished gaming. If you prefer anti-buffer bloat to only activate when it detects games, then choose apply when high priority traffic detected. All console games and most PC games are automatically detected. So you would set it to that. So it's already teaching you, I mean, it's teaching me step by step. So it looks daunting, but it teaches you, and holds your hand all through the process. I just thought I'd make that very clear because it is really good. Now, Device Manager, that tells you everything that's connected to your network, what's on your network, what band it's taking up at the moment. So that's on the 5G network. This is now offline at the moment, but if I turn on my phone, and there you go, it's now connected to 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. So it's a really good feature as well. It could tell you exactly what devices are connected at any one time. Network Monitor basically tells you everything that's using your network right now. At the moment, I've just got the iPhone, I've got my Mac Mini, which is I'm recording on right now, and it's showing you the traffic, exactly what is going on in your network. Hybrid VPN. Now this is something which hopefully they will add to, because the moment you can set up a hybrid VPN, and at the moment only two providers are Pure VPN and Hide My Ass. So hopefully they will add to that, or they will be able to add to that. You've got system information here, which is just going to give you your whole network, basically everything there. It's quite daunting, but it's also quite good to look at and see exactly what is going on. And then we've got into settings here, and just gives you all your settings. So you can set up Wizard, WAN, your LAN, wireless setup. You can even set up a guest network that obviously won't need a password. Now, this is your main page here. This basically tells you where you can pin or unpin. So if you see something down here that you want to see in your main page, all you would do is, if you just go into one like random, you would just click this pin and then it would go onto your dashboard. And if you're wondering what all these things are, again, there's also a little question mark, and it tells you everything. It teaches you, it holds your hand all the way around. So even if you're not a techie kind of person, this will teach you. It's very, very straightforward. So I've only used this for an afternoon, and I must admit, I find it really easy to use. It's very straightforward, and I'm really happy just to go on and explore it even more. Now, if you're wondering if I'm showing off my password, yes, that's my Wi-Fi password. So come round to my house and you can use my Wi-Fi. It's no big deal. But there we go. So that is the Netgear XR500 gaming router with the Duma OS dashboard. It really is a fantastic piece of equipment, and I'm really looking forward to using it in the future, and hopefully I'll bring in more videos on what more you can do with this fantastic router. It really is. It's not cheap, but I must admit, I think it's really, really useful. That's all I really can say about it right now, and hopefully I will be making more videos on this in the future. I told you it was kind of boring, but I hope you enjoyed that. I find it an absolute staple in my house now, and I'll need to go and plug it in because I've got no Wi-Fi. That's actually totally not true, because you can actually have two Wi-Fi spots now, because my ISP router is still wireless as well. I haven't put that into modem mode just yet, so technically I have got two Wi-Fi spots. I know that's counterproductive, because you could be doing all the settings in this and then you'd still have something hogging your bandwidth, so bear that in mind. But yes, you can use this as an extender as well if you wanted to do that, but obviously it does kind of go against what this router is all about. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next video. I hope you're all well. Thank you very much for watching.